Do you ever wake up, look around your house, and feel like you aren't actually the owner, but just a highly paid servant to your dog? Think about it. You walk through the door, and they demand the walk. You sit on your own sofa, and they claim the space, forcing you to sit on the edge. You think it's just personality. You think it's cute. You are wrong. In the world of canine psychology, there is no such thing as a quirk. Dogs don't do things by accident. Every single move, every glance, every position they take in your living room is a message, and if you aren't the one sending the message, they are. By the time you realize your dog has taken over the house, they've been carrying the mental burden of leadership for months. Today, I'm revealing the 8 silent signs your dog truly thinks you are the alpha, the leader, the protector, the one they would blindly follow into a storm. But pay very close attention, because number 1 on this list is a behavior that 90% of loving owners completely misunderstand. They think it's a sign of affection, but it's actually a sign you are failing them as a leader, and it's slowly destroying their nervous system. Welcome to Dog Behavior. Hit that subscribe button right now, because what you're about to learn will permanently change the way you interact with your dog. Let's start with the most common battlefield in your home. Number 8, threshold control. When you grab the leash and walk to the front door, does your dog turn into a furry rocket? Do they push past your legs, practically dragging you outside the second the door opens? Most owners laugh this off. They call it excitement. Ethologists, scientists who study animal behavior, call it spatial dominance. In a natural wolf pack, the high-ranking members, the alphas, control the movement of the group. They decide when the pack leaves the den and when they return. The door to your house is the modern-day den entrance. If your dog constantly cuts you off or pushes through that door first, they aren't just excited for the park. They are taking the lead role. When a dog leads the way out the door, their brain is instantly flooded with cortisol, the stress hormone. Why? Because the leader has to scan the environment for threats. They aren't enjoying the walk, they're working. The fix. Try the 3-second rule tomorrow morning. Open the door. If they move forward, close it immediately. Say nothing. Repeat this until they look up at your eyes for permission. The exact moment they sit back and wait, they aren't just being polite, they've just handed the crown back to you. Number 7, the stare down. We've all experienced this. Your dog is out in the yard, doing their business, and they lock eyes with you. It feels awkward. It feels weird. You might even look away to give them privacy. But for a dog, privacy doesn't exist. This is a vulnerability test. Thousands of years ago in the wild, the moment an animal stops to relieve itself is the moment it is most likely to be ambushed by a predator. They can't run. They can't fight. By staring at you during this exact moment, they aren't asking for a private bathroom. They are looking to their alpha to say, I am completely vulnerable right now. Do you have my back? If your dog keeps eye contact with you during this time, it is a massive, silent compliment. They believe biochemically that you are the ultimate guardian of the pack. But be careful, that trust is incredibly fragile. And if you're making the mistake we're about to cover in number 5, that alpha status you think you have is just an illusion. Let's talk about the physical gravity of leadership in your home. Number 6, the proximity rule, or the speed bump effect. Does your dog constantly lie down right in the middle of the hallway? Or perhaps they choose to sleep in the exact doorway you need to walk through to get to the kitchen, forcing you to carefully step over them. Most owners think the dog is just lazy. They are wrong. This is a passive display of high-status confidence. In a balanced pack, the leader occupies the most valuable real estate, the traffic hubs. By sleeping there, your dog is sending a clear message. I'm so secure in my position that I don't need to move for anyone. This is linked to proprioception and social hierarchy. If you constantly navigate around your dog, you are subtly programming their brain to believe that they are the stationary point of the house, and you are the follower who must adjust. The fix. Next time, don't step over them. Gently, calmly, shuffle your feet and walk through their space. Make them stand up and shift. It's not mean. It's a non-verbal, psychological signal that the alpha is moving, and the pack must yield. Number 5, the lean. You're standing in the kitchen making coffee, and your dog comes over and simply leans their entire body weight against your legs. Unlike the doorway behavior, this is not about dominance. This is the direct message of the dog world. In the wild, physical contact among pack members actively lowers amygdala activity, the part of the brain responsible for processing fear and anxiety. When your dog leans on you, they are using you as a biological anchor. They are literally saying, "You are my rock. I trust you to hold my weight, both physically and emotionally." It triggers a massive release of oxytocin in their brain. We are halfway through the list, and the next sign, number 4, is something your dog does while you are doing something completely human. It's the ultimate test of mirror leadership, and if your dog doesn't do it, we need to have a serious talk about your bond. Number 4, the contagious yawn. I want you to try this simple test today. Wait until your dog is looking right at you, and then let out a big, dramatic, exaggerated yawn. If your dog yawns back within a few seconds, congratulations, you're officially their emotional alpha. The neuroscience. This isn't about your dog being tired, it's about mirror neurons. Scientific studies at the University of Tokyo have shown that dogs are significantly more likely to catch a yawn from their owners than from a stranger. It's a biological sign of social synchrony and empathy. If your dog copies your yawn, it means their nervous system is tuned to your frequency. They are observing your breath, your mood, and your energy. They aren't just living under your roof, they are emotionally aligned with you. But if they ignore it entirely, it might mean your relationship is purely transactional. You are just the food dispenser, not the leader. We're entering the serious zone now. These next 2 signs determine if your dog respects you or if they've taken the burden of leadership onto their own shoulders. Number 3. Resource guarding versus protection. There is a dangerous lie that many owners tell themselves. Your dog growls or barks at a friend who gets near you on the sofa, and you think, "Oh look, they're protecting me. They love me so much." Stop right there. In the vast majority of cases, that dog isn't protecting you. They are guarding a resource. To their primal brain, you are no different than a high-value bone. True protection comes from a place of calm, silent authority. If your dog is snapping, lunging, and highly reactive when someone approaches, they don't think you're the alpha. They think you're a weak asset that they have to micromanage. A dog who sees you as alpha will look at you when a stranger approaches, waiting for your signal. Number 2, the silent departure. When you grab your keys to leave, does your house turn into a scene of chaotic whining, or does your dog stay on their bed, giving you a slow blink as you walk out? Separation anxiety is almost always a leadership crisis. If your dog panics when you leave, it's because they think the weakest member of the pack, you just wandered off into the dangerous world alone. A dog who stays calm knows that the alpha is strong, capable, and always returns. Their silence is the ultimate proof of your authority. And now, the moment I promised. The hardest truth on this list. Number 1. Consistent response to no. Think about the last time you told your dog no or off. Did they stop immediately? Or did they look at you, wait 3 seconds, and do it anyway? Did you have to raise your voice to get them to listen? Here is the secret. If you have to yell, you have already lost. Leadership in the animal kingdom is not built on fear. It is built on predictability. If you let your dog on the sofa on Monday because you're lonely, but yell at them on Tuesday because you have guests, you are failing them. You are creating a brain environment of chaos. The number 1 sign your dog thinks you are the alpha is that they listen to your whisper, not your shout. When a dog respects their leader, they are hyper-attuned to your energy. If you have to repeat yourself, they don't see a leader, they see a roommate making background noise. Your dog doesn't want to be the boss. It stresses them out. They just want the deep, relaxing peace of mind that comes from knowing you are in charge. If this video shifted your perspective, hit that subscribe button. We're building a community of true leaders here. Leave a comment with the word leader if you are committing to stepping up for your dog today. And right now, on the screen, is a video explaining why your dog follows you into the bathroom. It's a survival instinct that goes back 10,000 years. Click it, and I'll see you there. Take care of them, because they are always watching you.